Hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. So quick look at the Ether 1 hour chart zoomed out. For anybody who's new, this is still considered an ABC structure in a fourth wave, which might be complete. I'm not convinced by it because the move to the upside looks extremely corrective. It has some problems. Looks like a three-wave move. The current move up looks like a wedge pattern, so we're going to talk about that. So it is very much possible that we get one more low. On the Bitcoin chart, I'm pretty much focusing on one more low until it gets invalidated, this idea. Here on the ETH chart, I haven't got a clear short trade setup. On the Bitcoin chart, I have a possible 1-2 to the downside. So ETH, you could argue, looks a little bit more bullish short term. However, zooming in a little bit, I mean, looking at the price action from that swing low that formed on the 5th of July, I mean, you see it looks very much overlapping. It looks rather weak. We are in a resistance area. So obviously there is no clear bullish follow-through setup, you know. It looks very choppy. We're in a wedge pattern, in resistance. I mean, it's now just important to be watching those fibs up here. I mean, I think a couple of days ago I mentioned that it could still stretch to 3170, 3180. It would actually be ideal. It might still do that. It could have topped yesterday already though, but it was only a three-wave move down. And then, but it pushed higher, and that, you know, that's one of the ideal targets here, 3,180, because that is the 100% extension of the initial rally between Friday the 5th and Saturday the 6th, when the price topped at around 3,086. Then we had a pullback, quite a strong and sharp one, not forming a lower low, but obviously forming a higher low, and still, you know, it formed a higher low, yes, but it was a bit too deep to be reliable for any directly, let's say, bullish interpretation. We were still watching for higher, yes, but not necessarily in an upside impulse, and the structure then confirmed that. Look, it's just overlapping. We could argue it's some kind of a diagonal that's unfolding, and it might still extend higher, absolutely, but I think a break below the intraday low that formed here around 3060 would be a good indication of a top. But as I said yesterday, a better indication or confirmation would be a break below the Monday low. And here we talk about round about 2895. For now, if we continue to push higher, even though I think we're heading clearly into the resistance area now, and it looks a bit like bearish divergences here. Let's try the 1 hour chart. 1 hour gives some bearish divergences, but it might invalidate these with that latest push. Nevertheless, it's overlapping price action, and there is no clear long trade setup from here. There was one down here in the micro support area. Now I'm just watching if we get a reaction to resistance, and let's say the next cluster of fib levels is here: 3,170, 3,180, 3,200, sort of that area. And there are 4 Fibonacci levels that could provide resistance, and that's precisely what I'm watching. Now, of course, a more bullish interpretation is valid. I'm watching for it. As I said, it's possible that this entire correction is complete in the white count, but until I get all these 5 waves in the white microstructure filled in, I'm rather following yellow, and or at least just for risk management purposes, I'm extremely cautious on high alert that we could see a move down from here. No, we've had a few altcoin reactions to the upside as well, but many of them failed to follow through with an impulse as well. So I think, given that Bitcoin could also move down from here, I mean, it will depend a little bit on that, right? But I would say it's too early to be short-term bearish, but we should be on the side of caution, because now we are in the resistance area and we're approaching that next cluster of fib resistance. That's my update about Ether. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.